All right, I think we got it. So good morning, big waves out there. Big waves, big waves. Gosh, I love this group. This is so fun. It's so crazy. I talk about this all the time that, we started this, it was supposed to be 2 weeks and I did it under duress because I'm like 7 a.m. You want me to get up and be on camera? I think I refused to be on camera like the first entire year. And now I'm like, I don't know how to start a day without the coach's corner because this is just our morning ritual now. So I love it. Now it does help that it's 9 now. It's no longer 7 for me, but I do appreciate starting our day with you guys. And we had, obviously you guys know we got words from a bunch of people. And if you guys still want to submit your words, feel free to text me. I would love to take them, but I took screenshots of everything that I got and we're just working through them. And we kind of had a fun one today. So I sent our very special guest a text and I said, and I said, we're doing your word tomorrow. Is there any chance you want to do it with me? So do you want to jump on here? So we actually have Ashley Paulsen jumping on here with us today, and we're going to do the word simplicity. And I'm going to talk a little bit, just a tiny bit, and then I'm going to turn it over to her. And I'm kind of running the waiting room at the same time, so bear with me if I'm going back and forth, and I'm getting used to these new glasses. But first of all, simplicity, what is it? The quality or condition of being easy to understand or do, the state of being simple, uncomplicated, or uncompounded. And the quote that I found was, the key to finding a happy balance in modern life is simplicity. And I started reading more about it. What is this? Because this is not probably a word that I would use maybe to define my life. So this was something that I really had to look into to say, what in the world does simplicity even mean? But the things that I found was simplicity is listen to this, guys, the clarity in which you will find the true meaning of life. That sounds fantastic. It's a discovery of the things that you value the most and the removal of the mundane and unnecessary things. Does that not sound amazing? Wouldn't that be great if we cleared out all the clutter, all the garbage, and just saved the room in our life for the things that we truly value, the people we really care about, the activities that really matter to us? I thought, how have I never looked into this word? Because it's everything that I would possibly want. So I just love that. So I'm going to give you a quick list of what the internet said that we can do to live in simplicity. And then I'm going to hand it over to Ashley and she's going to share her wisdom. But first of all, love what you do. And man, that sounds simple, but I think each of us probably have had times in our life where we're doing things we hate. We've had the bad job, the crud job, the thing that we just would prefer not to ever do. So I say either change your mindset around it or find something new. And sometimes we can think, oh, I'm an old dog. I don't want to find any new tricks right now. I don't want to learn anything else. But I think that up until our last day, we should always be learning something new. So if you're not loving it and you're spending 8 hours a day doing it, make yourself happier, make your life more simple, and do a pivot. Find something else that you love more or switch your attitude. Next, eliminate distractions. That's self-explanatory. Embrace the mundane. 60%, if not more, of our life is the mundane. It's the eating the basic meals. It's doing the basic chores. It's having the basic conversations. And if we can embrace and love those moments in our life, imagine the joy and the simplicity we could find in it, just being present in those mundane moments. Meditate, spend time in nature, start with a gratitude journal. We talk about this all the time. Declutter, declutter, declutter. Who has been focusing on that? The beginning of the year, you kind of go through your entire space. You put down Christmas or the holidays, and then you're like, what else can I get rid of? What else can I get out of this space so you can feel that fresh start? Take that me time. So go take a couple minutes every day and sit in the sun, maybe sit in the cold, but enjoy nature and peace and just time in your own head. Find your joy, whatever that looks like. The simplicity of our life improves when we have routines, when we kind of know what to expect out of our day. And then lastly, and this one I can do no problem, and that's say no to multitasking, because none of us really excels at it. We just kind of trick ourselves into thinking we can, or thinking that we do, and it pulls all the ease and the simplicity out of our life. So that's what I found. I need to learn these lessons, Ashley, but I'm going to turn it over to you. Oh, you're supposed to be a co-host. I just wanted the power to make you be quiet. There you go. Sorry about that.
You're good. I was like, when to go on mute, I was like, oh, that's not working. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Happy Friday. Love all these faces. I don't get to do the wave very often since Coach Brent's not here. I will go ahead and take that over today with Andrea. So simplicity is my word for this year. When I was thinking about my word this year, it was really ironic because I have been very inspired by Miss Andrea's 75 Hard. And I decided at the beginning of this year, I wanted to do it. I'm going to do it. So I didn't want to do it on January 1 and have the mindset of a New Year's resolution. So I'm starting next Wednesday, which is kind of a random day, but I'm going to start next Wednesday. So 75 Hard, right? We've heard Andrea talking about this. So really there's 5 steps that you do every single day. Following a diet, working out twice a day, working out twice a day for 45 minutes. One of them has to be outside. A lot of you know I do a daily walk. However, it's January, right? And so Miss Andrea, when we were talking, she's like, you live in Colorado and you're starting this in January. Like, you're not going to get done till March, which is like the coldest month that we have here, right? But I mean, in my mind, I'm like, that's the point of it. Like, it's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be challenging. Drinking a gallon of water per day, which is something we're supposed to be doing all the time anyway, right? Water is good for you. Reading 10 pages of non-fictional book a day, and then taking a progress picture. So I was thinking of these things. And so simplicity is really just kind of an ironic word because I'm starting my year doing 75 hard. But really, when you think about the things, the tasks that I'm doing for 75 days, when you take a step back, how really simple are they? Right? And so I was talking to my husband last night, and we were talking about the 75 hard, and he said that he had heard that one of the things that people fail at the most is taking the progress picture every day, right? And that's probably the most simplest out of that whole entire list, taking a simple progress picture. And so it's really in our minds, and that's really why I want to take this, is because it's getting in our minds and having that mental toughness and having that mind shift change of not overthinking things, not overcomplicating things, right? It could be something that held me back and took me a step back and was like, ooh, maybe I don't want to go for a workout, outside in February when it's freezing. But guess what? I'm choosing to. So sometimes it's just taking that mind shift, changing, flipping it a little bit. But really, like Miss Andrea said, one of her points, and she had sent me her notes, which is funny because it's funny how everything aligns. And something that I do every day, and I mean, obviously I know we all tune in here for a reason, but it's taking out and plucking out the bullet points and the stuff that you can take and put into your day or put into your week. And so when she said establishing a routine on one of her bullet points, I was thinking just about this simple thing. What do you want for dinner tonight? Right? Is that a hard thing in anyone's house except for mine? Like, we'll be in the vehicle, all 4 of us, and I'm like, where should we go to dinner? And we drive around for 10 minutes before we finally come upon an agreement of where we want to eat. But it's something that's so simple, right? We overcomplicate it. And so establishing that routine, obviously with 75 hard and following a diet, that's something that I'm going to have to get in the routine of having. But over the past, few months, I've really focused on trying to plan out my meals for the week so it keeps it simple. Right? So you're sticking to that, but it's keeping your life simple. It's not the chaos and the madness of, what do I cook for dinner tonight? What are we going to have? What sounds good? Right? And so you can plan out your week and plan out your day to help keep your life more simplistic, the more simplicity in your life. Right? So like, I'm getting ready to leave town today. And so I was like, I'll just throw something in the crock pot yesterday. It's much easier to go out, right? I'm leaving town, so then I don't have to eat the leftovers. But I put something in the crock pot last night. And so it's just finding those things that simplify your life, right? We live in such, especially the last few years, it is a chaotic world, right? There's stress, there's prices of everything going up. There's a lot of madness and a lot of stuff that goes on around us. when you can just take the mindset of what you can't control. There's a lot of times we put so much stress and so much stuff on our lives and on ourselves, and a lot of stuff you can't control it anyway. So it's going back to the basics and going back to the simplicity of what you can control, what you can put in here, what you can feed yourself every day. You know, Palmer always talks about the 5 people you hang out with, right? And as you go into this new year, are they giving your life more simplicity, or are they giving your life more madness, right? Are they bringing out the magic in you, or are they bringing out the madness in you? And so it's just thinking about those things in your life, whether it's what you're eating, what you're doing, your daily tasks, who you're hanging out with. And I kind of want to leave it with this, because I'm getting ready to leave. I'm literally closing out of this, putting my computer in my bag, and I'm traveling over to South Dakota to go see my grandparents. So on Andrea's list was take a little me time. And so my grandma had reached out, and we have some stuff going on, some health issues and stuff. And so she's like, and I didn't get a chance to go back there for Christmas. I haven't been there since September. And she said, I would love for you to just come and visit for a few days. And I thought to myself, why not? Right? It's my me time, but it's also something that grounds me. When I go back there, right? It's just a little tiny, it used to be a huge town, but it's this little tiny town, population of 2. They're my grandma and grandpa, right? Neighbors are at least 5 miles away. I love going back there because it's quiet. There's no traffic. There's no packed grocery store, right? The store is 30 miles away. So it's like, I like going back there and remembering and like immersing myself in the simplicity of life. And that's what grandma had said when I had talked to her. She goes, it's just so funny because, when you were a kid and, obviously my mom and my aunts and my uncle, she goes, we live so far out of town. You hated being here because there was nothing to do and it was boring and we were out in the middle of nowhere and we didn't have any friends, right? And she goes, but now that you guys have grown up, she goes, you love coming back here. And why is that? Because it's simple. It's quiet. You get to unplug. You get the me time. Obviously, you get to spend time with them, but it's a simplicity of life that they have. But it also is like bringing myself back to the simplicity, but also like the grounding portion. So I want to leave you with this. I found this quote and I had it on my story the other day, if you saw it on Facebook, but it says, the simple life. Missing somebody, call. Want to meet up, invite. Want to be understood, explain. Have questions, ask. Don't like something, say it nicely. Like something, declare it. Want something, ask for it. Stressed, let go. Love someone, say it. So I love that. I thought it was powerful. It's something that I'm definitely going to keep looking at throughout this year, because really life can truly be that simple, right? Focus on the stuff that you can control. Always have it right between your minds, and just keep striving to be that best version of yourself every single day. So super thankful to be here with you guys. Hope you all have a great weekend. I'll turn it back to you, Andrea.
Oh my goodness, Miss Ashley, that was beautiful. So thank you so much. Thank you for repeating that quote. Got me a little emotional right there. Shocking. Thought that was really powerful, but I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy your grandparents and have some good, relaxing, simple time. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us Monday through Friday, and we will see you back here, same time, same place next week.
Thank
Love
you,
you guys.
ladies.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
both.
you. That was a great one.
Powerful.